Good morning, friends. Today we study the Otway Rees protocol for generation of the session keys. So the content we study limitation of the Diffie-Hellman protocol for generation of the session keys, limitation of the KDC protocol for the generation of the session keys, discussion of the Otway Rees protocol for generation of the session keys. So limitation of the Diffie-Hellman protocols. In the Diffie-Hellman protocol, we do not having a secure channel through which we can send the key from the sender to the receivers. Second, in the Diffie-Hellman protocols, for generation of the session key, we are sending the plain text in the plain text R1 and R2. So that is the second limitation of the Diffie-Hellman protocols. From the plain text value of R1 and R2, attacker can easily find the value of X and the Y if it is not taken too large. Third, there is a man in the middle attack is possible in the Diffie-Hellman protocols. So next is the limitation of the KDC protocols. So in the limitation in the third message, while the Alice is sending the session key to the Bob, so we are finding here is the possibility that this is message encrypted by the KB. Only the Bob will open this message because Bob will know only the KB. But there is possibility that attacker can copy this message and send the message later to the Bob. So there is no possibility that Bob can again find that whether the message is generated by the Alice or KDC for again communication or whether the message is generated by the any attacker. So this type of attack is known as the replay attacks. Second thing, no willingness of the receiver was confirmed, whether the Bob is ready for the communication or no. So these are the two limitations again we find in the KDC protocols. So here we are today in the lecture we are performing the discussion of the Otway Rees protocol for the generation of the session keys. So here the Alice is the sender and the Bob is the receivers, and we are using the KDC for generation of the session key for the communication between the Alice and the Bob. So in the step number 1, Alice will send the encrypted message. That message is encrypted by the KA. The KA key is known to the Alice or the KDC. In this message, Alice will send the Alice own ID, the ID of the receiver, that is the Bob ID, and one common number R, and their own advanced number RA, and this is the encrypted message sent to the Bob. And it also sends the one plain text message in which it will send that own ID Alice, I am Alice, and you are the Bob ID, and one common advanced numbers to the Bob. So Bob will know only that there is a one sender Alice which want to communicate with me. If Bob is ready, it can encrypt the message by their secret key which is generated between the Bob and the KDC. So here the Bob will send their willingness. So what the Bob will send? Bob will send the own ID, Alice ID, common advanced numbers, and it will generate a one own advanced number, that is the RB, and it will encrypt that message by the KB, and the other encrypted message that is sent by the Alice. So here the KDC will find that we have the two parties, Alice and the Bob, both are willing for the communications. So in the third step, Bob will generate a one session key between the Alice and the Bob. So what the KDC will do? So KDC will generate a one session key, that is the KAB between the Alice and the Bob, and the RB is the advanced number that is sent by the Bob, and it will encrypt the message by the KB, so that only the Bob will open this message. Again it will send the session key, generate the session key, that is the KAB, and it will it having the one message RA which is the advanced number that is sent by the Alice, and it will encrypt this message by the KA, so that only the Alice will open the message, and it will send one common advanced number R in the plain text form. in the message number third. In the when the Bob will receive this message, Bob can decrypt the message, only this message that is encrypted by the KB, and it will find the session key, that is the KAB, and it will also find the advance number that is generated by the Bob. So Bob have the confirmation that KDC will generate the key. Then in the step number 4, the other message that is encrypted by the KA is sent by the Bob to the allies. Again the allies will open the message by their KA key, that is key between the KDC and the allies. Again that session key is also known by the allies, that is the KAB, and it also find the advance number that is sent by the allies. So it again confirms that this message come from the KDC. In the fifth message, allies can generate a one message or data which will be encrypted by the session key, which is generated by the KDC. That key is known as the KAB. At the receiver side, Bob will decrypt the message by the KAB session key. So this is the technique. This is the flawless protocol in which there is no possibility of any of the attack, and we are also taking the willingness, and we do not have any replay attack, and we do not having a man in the middle attack. So this is the elegant protocol which is also more efficient than the Needham-Schroders. Thank you. For this lecture we are follow the book TCP/IP Protocol Suite by the Frozen.